Well, hello there, UWO. Welcome to a brand new Hallowed Grounds. We're here in Corpus Christi, Hillside
Ooh.
Center. Oh, we have all the crowds screaming, and I have my best friend, uh, owner of NPW, Christine, following along for our live broadcast here in UWO.
Hey, what up, everybody? Hold on. Maybe my camera. Oh, stoner brain right now. Oh, Jesus. But it is so great for y'all to have me. Thank you, Dragon Queen. It's an honor.
I mean, we're making things new, poppin', golden, slightly to the touch, and we have some fun, action packed matches for tonight. So, yeah, tonight's going to be a good night.
It's going to be great. We have some really good matches. I heard we have a triple threat tag team match tonight.
Yeah, that's our main event. So, that's going to be it's going to be a good explosive night, but let's get into it. Before we went on the air, the Dragon Queen had to address some things. She went to see Ryan Mayhem because he was scheduled to be the first match in.
Oh, wow.
However, as Dragon Queen I addressed him. Mayhem, I've received some information from our production team. Unfortunately, his scheduled opponent, which was Reggie Walker, was detained at the airport due to inappropriate travel paperwork. So we are going to have to talk to legal. Julian Valdez, wherever you are, you and I are going to have a conversation. So
Hmm.
yeah, there's been a lot of issues tonight with some of our wrestlers not making it. But here, let's go continue.
Damn
But Ryan
airport.
Mayhem, because of that, you get to move on into the number one contender spot to possibly face Vagabond for the Morton's Diamonds Championship belt.
Ooh. Yeah.
So after that, once we opened the show with our opening credits, I came down to the ring, loud ovation. Had to make it about me because, as the announcement goes, J Money is stepping away. Did I hear clapping around? Come on, let's bring that back out here. That's
The
what I
people
thought.
have spoken.
Yeah. So as we give back the information, J Money is on a vacation due to his outside stuff. I have been given the keys essentially. So welcome to Hollowed Ground and UWO's brand new era. So
New era, people. New era.
we are going to be building competition, opportunity, and accountability. So, as we've already stated in the facts, a lot of things are going to be changing and moving around. But you know what? Here we are. Here we are at the brand new era of UWO's Hollowed Ground. Our first match of the night, which obviously was supposed to be Ryan Mayhem, that didn't happen. Our next matchup was Moxley versus Bane Toretto, which never
Ooh.
happened. Moxley never showed up to the arena, and Bane Toretto, I'm receiving reports something happened to him before he made it to the arena. I will be getting information about that later on. So, yeah, again, we're going to have to talk to legal about this stuff.
I mean, exactly. That's what we're going to have to do.
So then the next matchup of the night we are going to really start off with is with Elijah McFly and Loco.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is one of the very one of a couple matches tonight that we're qualifying for the chance to face Vagabond. So Elijah McFly and Loco are in one of the qualifiers.
Ooh, and both competitors are amazing.
Yes.
Top caliber.
Definitely. And for us to come back and like first show in for Hallowed Ground, it's nice to see that, you know, they're bringing their A game. So let's see what happens down at the ring.
Yes, let's go down to the action.
So the bell rings and the two rivals immediately lock up in the center of the ring. Loco overpowers McFly early, driving him to the corner with a stiff shoulder blocks before tossing him across the ring with an overhead suplex. McFly refuses to stay down. Using his speed, he catches Loco with a springboard clothesline followed by a standing moonsault for a near fall.
Oh, that was close.
That was very close. The pace quickens as both competitors trade momentum. Loco nearly put the match away tremendously with a spine buster, but McFly somehow kicks out at 2, igniting the crowd. Growing frustrated, Loco attempts his finishing maneuver, but McFly slips free, shoves Loco into the turnbuckle and catches him with a sudden roll-up. And the referee drops into position. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Elijah McFly is the winner via pinfall. Well, that was kind of...
Damn, that roll up, though.
Yeah. Loco immediately pops back to his feet in disbelief while McFly quickly exits the ring and celebrates his hard-earned victory.
I mean, yeah. He rolled him up, but, I mean, when opportunity comes a knocking, you got to take the opportunity, and there was an opening.
Well, that's exactly what happened. And, you know, like, our commentator, Johnny New Haven, was, like, in the front and center, and he was sitting there, like, screaming, oh, my God, Oh, he's screaming at Misty right now, saying, telling that bitch to get back on the corner, but, hey, you know.
Oh, Jesus. It's always a thing with those two. I'm surprised the spaghetti and jelly sandwiches haven't came out yet.
It's still early in the night. Remember that. It's still early.
Very early in the night.
So, meanwhile, after we've finally cleaned up the ring, a camera is cut following Elijah McFly as he gets through the backstage area. Turns out that Dante Black is waiting for him, and the two immediately begin to argue face to face. Their voices growing louder as production staff and officials attempt to separate them.
We need extra security.
Well, thankfully, I've been given the black card, so we'll get that going.
Especially with these two.
Yeah. Dante points at McFly, accusing him of abandoning everything they built together. McFly flies back. Say, I've carried this team for long enough. The shouting continues until area security rushes in, forming a wall between the two men. Jesus.
The Great Wall.
Yes, the Great Wall.
And
As security escorts Elijah McFly towards the exit, he turns one final time and yells at Dante Black, "The Vipers are dead. I don't need Dante Black anymore." McFly walks away without looking back, leaving Dante Black standing alone, furious as officials hold him back.
I mean, we might need T security at this point. Or the cops.
Later on in that evening, I also found out that Elijah McFly, before as they were leaving, we thought we had it cleared out, but it turns out he decided to take out Dante Black and laid him out. So I think there might be a future rival going on between them. The breakup of the Vipers going on over here, but we will travel to that later on.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, because of that, it made my job difficult over the evenings, and with rightfully so, I had to have Casey Luchador in my office, who was, of course, shadow boxing in my office.
Is it YN Casey? I heard there's 2 different types of Caseys now.
Well, we have Casey Luchador, our masked luchador.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Casey Luchador, because of the fact that Dante Black was taken out, and Dante Hardcore was supposed to make his way to the arena and never found out where he was. Casey Luchador also moves on by default for the chance to face possibly Vagabond to go get the Morton's Diamonds Championship belt.
I mean, circumstances called and opportunities have been taken tonight. It makes you wonder how the rest of tonight's gonna go.
Yeah, I know that. I do believe we have a commercial for HSB, so let's take a commercial break.
Yes, let's go to our commercial.
Well, then, okay, so everybody noticed it. HSP having their show over there. Firestarter 5 is the next show. And then after that, it's Greed on August the 27th. So look out for that. But thanks to HSP, now we go down to the ring for the next qualifying match, which is Deviant versus TCO. Now, as everybody knows, TCO has just returned to the ring. He has returned home to UWO. What do you say about that, Christine?
I'm scared.
Yeah, he is not the same TCO as he once was before, so he is now considered a boogeyman if you think about it.
I mean, I don't even like the Boogeyman movie, let alone an actual boogeyman showing up here and like catching people and black magic. And I mean, that's too much Alice in Black for me. I mean,
You mentioned her. She'll be in action later on this evening. You do realize that, right?
My client, yes.
But let's go down to the ring. Let's see here. The bell rings and both men circle one another before locking up in the center of the ring.
Ooh.
TCO used his strength advantage to force Deviant into the corner, but Deviant responded with a sharp elbow and a barricade of punches that sends TCO stumbling backwards.
Ooh.
Deviant keeps the pressure on with a running clothesline and a diving forearm and a snap suplex for an early 2 count. This crowd is rallying behind the fast-paced offense as TCO struggles to regain consciousness. TCO eventually cuts Deviant off with a brutal spinebuster that shifts the momentum. He slowly paces with heavy strikes methodically, wearing Deviant down before planting him with a devastating powerbomb. That looked like it hurt.
Ew. That was nasty. You could hear that thump all the way from over here. Whew.
TCO eventually, Deviant refusing to stay down, kicking out at 2, and fighting back with everything he has. After escaping another power move, he connects with a cutter that nearly earns the victory. Both competitors slowly rise to their feet. They exchange forearms in the center of the ring until TCO ducks a clothesline, catches Deviant, delivering his devastating maneuver.
Ooh. I see the ref drops to the mat.
1, 2, 3. Your winner via pinfall, Deviant. TCO. I apologize. My writer gave me a blank sheet. I'm sorry.
As TCO stands in the middle of the ring with his hand raised as the crowd reacts to the hard-fought victory. Suddenly, the arena lights dim. The celebration comes to an abrupt halt. The Titantron flickers with heavy television static before cutting to a black screen. And white letters slowly begin appearing one by one. Welcome home, son? The arena falls silent. Another line fades into the screen. Hope you are well? TCO's expression changes from confidence to frustration as he stares toward the entrance. The message continues. We will see each other very soon. And a long pause follows before one final line appears in bold lettering. Signed, the real effing outlaw. The screen abruptly goes black. No music, no entrance, no explanation. And TCO never takes his eye off the stage. He's focused. Visibly enraged by the mysterious message, Deviant, now sitting in the corner recovering from the match, also looks toward the entranceway, trying to make sense of what just happened. The camera closes in on TCO's uneasy expression as commentary questions, who is the real effing outlaw? Who is he? And why is he referring TCO as son?
See, the thing is, if you've never been part of like the original UWO, you'll never know about Justin Steed. Now,
Yes.
some of you do know who Justin Steed is. Why would this have any effect on TCO? And TCO only is the only person that knows the right answer to this one. But
exactly.
Before we get to the next match, do we have another commercial by any chance?
Oh, yes, we do. Let's get that paid commercial. And it is Ace Overdrive that's getting ready to come up.
All right, let's put it on.
You ready? Camera on. I step in clean. Soup so sharp, that cold silver sheen. 2 shows deep, I still get mean. Talk that talk, make the whole place lean. I don't chase, I set that pace. One look, then I take that space. Every line got a razor edge. Every smile got a prize to get. Hold that frame, let it ring. Hear that room when I swing. Say my name in the zone. Front row up, here we go. Ace Overdrive. We run this live. Ace Overdrive. Who runs the show? We do. Ace Overdrive. Take that spot. Take that spot. Ace Overdrive. Watch me move.
Oh my goodness.
Check out Ace Overdrive, one of the lovely shows that is provided by the EMP network. Check us out.
Yeah, go check out Ace, go check out HSP. But I'm excited for this next match contest versus Mad T versus Joker J. Now, this is the first time these two competitors ever meet in the ring, and they're meeting for a qualifier match to be able to face off with Vagabond. Now, Christine, you know Mad T very well. So, what do you think? What do you think he's thinking back there?
I mean, if you really want to know how I feel about Matt T,
Awesome. All right. Okay. All right. So let's get down to the ring and see what happens during their matchup.
Of course.
So the bell rings and Joker J wastes no time rushing across the ring with flurries of strikes that catches Mad T off guard. Joker J keeps the momentum going with a running drop kick followed by a springboard crossbody that sends Mad T rolling to the outside to regroup. As Joker J looks to capitalize with a dive, Mad T sidesteps at the last second, sending Joker J crashing hard onto the ringside floor. Mad T slows the pace, driving Joker J into the steel barricade before rolling him back into the ring, as the ref is counting and breaks up the count before it gets to 5. Yeah, Mad T, get his ass back into the ring. We don't want any more DQs. Come on now. Behave yourself.
Facts.
Jesus. Mad T begins methodically picking his opponent apart. He targets Joker J's lower back and legs with stiff kicks, painful knee drops, and punishing submissions, wearing him down with every passing moment. Joker J refusing to quit, he battles back with a series of forearm sharp shots, a spinning heel kick and a tornado DDT that nearly earns him a 3 count. Sensing a victory, Joker J climbs to the top rope, but Mad T recovers just in time, cutting him off with a crushing forearm before bringing him crashing to the canvas with a devastating superplex.
Ooh.
Both men struggling to their feet as the crowd applauds the back and forth battle. Mad T ducks a desperation clothesline from Joker Jakes and immediately traps him in the center of the ring with a vicious submission hold, retching back with relentless pressure. Joker J climbs towards the ropes inch by inch, but Mad T drags him back to the center of the ring. Geez, Mad T has a problem with dragging people, but hey, you know what? It is what it is.
He's into that rough shit, I heard.
You know what? I'm not surprised. With nowhere left to go, Joker J and the pain becoming unbearable. Joker J repeatedly Mad T puts him into a figure eight leg lock. Joker J repeatedly trying to get to the ropes but can't get to anywhere, so he ends up repeatedly tapping, which makes the referee call for the bell. So winner by submission, Mad T. So he moves on to possibly being able one person to face off with Vagabond, and those two have had history back here. So
if he's gonna use that submission hold on me and our match in NPW, I'm a little bit scared, to be honest with you, because that hold looks absolutely devastating.
Oh, trust me, I already know that. Oh, wait a second. I'm getting word down at the ring that Mad T refuses to release the hold for several more seconds before letting go of Joker J. As Mad T stands tall in the center of the ring, the commentary team praises his calculated, ruthless performance. Emphasizing the forcing an opponent to submit sends a clear message to the rest of the locker room. Mad T exits the ring without looking back, leaving Joker J recovering in the ring after a hard-fought battle with another statement victory.
That was a statement, though.
Oh, yes, it was.
He don't want to be fucked with.
Nope.
And Mad T finally won a match. That he can only win a match apparently in UWO, but can't win a match in EMP.
Well, I mean, he did win a match against me, but you know what? That doesn't really count. We won't go there. Wait a second. Do we have another commercial by any chance?
Yes, we do. We have a commercial for the next NPW show. Let's
roll it.
You're in trouble with that makeup for you. When the lights burn red, we're coming for you. You're in trouble with that makeup for you. Every title, every fight, every promise comes true. Raise your hands, let the whole world see. This is war, this is destiny. You're in trouble, you're in trouble, you're in trouble with that makeup for you. The supreme world title shines like gold. Made for the fearless, the strong and bold. Every challenger wants that crown, but the champion won't surrender it now. The non-stop championship calls for the ones who keep fighting after they fall. No excuse.
Check out NPW, which is this Sunday. And I did forget to I was told by production. Ace is next Wednesday. And check us out. We're on EMP. All good vibes.
Awesome. Yeah. So check out EMP, check out PWF, check out ACE, check out all four of those. Check out even PDA. They're going to have Jubilation that's coming up very soon. HSP, as it was earlier in the evening, we had their advertisement for Firestarter 5, which is coming up soon, and also for Greed in August 27th. So before we head back to the ring, there was something going on in the backstage with me and Loco. So I reviewed the paperwork with Loco. I told Loco to calm down before he speaks. I'm gonna give him another shot because of the fact that our match with Bane Toretto and for Moxley didn't happen. I have an open spot. So, with that free spot, I am giving it to Loco. So, Loco, he better not waste this opportunity. After that, after he leaves my office, then we cut down to the ring for the next match, which is Death Dealer Bane versus Chris Chaos.
Ooh, both amazing competitors in their own rights as well.
Very much so. I've known Chris Chaos going back since the early days of my career. I've known also Death Dealer Bane when I first showed up here when UWO essentially used to be called ICW. And
I remember ICW.
And there's my husband right there.
The Sexy Ton!
Yes, Sexy Ton. Just the way I like him. Mama likes that. But anyways. Let's go down to the ring to find out what happens between Death Dealer Bane and with Chris Chaos.
The arena darkens as Death Dealer Bane makes his intimidating entrance. Wearing a cold, focused expression, he marches to the ring with one purpose: to remind everyone why he remains one of the most dangerous competitors on this roster. His opponent, Chris Chaos, enters next, looking determined to pull off the upset of his career. The ref calls for the bell. From the opening second, Death Dealer Bane overwhelms Chris Chaos. He drives him into the corner with thunderous shoulder blocks before leveling him with a crushing clothesline. Chris attempts to mount an offense with quick strikes and a drop kick, but Bane barely budgets. Bane catches Chris in mid-air, launching him across the ring with a devastating power slam. Ooh. The crowd gasps as Bane refuses to let up. A brutal running boot nearly takes Chris Chaos's head off before Bane plants him with another crushing slam. Looking to end things quickly, Bane hoists Chris onto his shoulders and delivers his devastating finisher maneuver in the center of the ring. The ref slides in position. 1, 2, and 3. Your winner, Death Dealer Bane.
My goodness. Listen, I had a feeling that this matchup was going to be one of those types of matches where, The David versus Goliath kind of match just didn't add up at this point, and unfortunately, Chris Chaos caught Death Bane on a wrong day.
Yes, very wrong day.
Death Dealer Bane has been on a warpath since he lost both the All Egos Championship belt, and he lost his opportunity to gain gold during Undisputed. So I would kind of stay far away from Death Dealer Bane at this point.
Mac and cheese all day, every day. Sorry.
But I've got an official time. That match only lasted about 5 minutes. That is a clear message towards the locker room that Death Dealer Bane will not be ignored as he grabs the mic and screams this out to the audience. He lost his All Egos Championship belt, but he will not be pushed around anymore. Pacing back and forth in the ring, everyone thinks because I lost those championships that I've become weak. They're wrong. I've only become more dangerous. Bane raises the microphone again, the Silverback General. Before he ends up finishing his sentence, the arena falls silent, confused. Bane taps the microphone repeatedly before glaring towards the production area. I'm sorry, we don't control what's going on. Somebody's doing all that. Sorry. Yeah. But the camera cuts to the entrance of the stage, and standing there is Loco. He says nothing. Instead, Loco folds his arms, flashing a smug grin, and begins laughing at Death Dealer Bane. Now, these two have had history. So this would be interesting to see what happens.
I mean, anything can happen in the wrestling world. And Death Dealer Bane is on a mission, and he is calling for war. And Loco, I don't know if he wants to tread lightly or if he just doesn't care.
I don't know. Instead, Loco simply folds his arms, flashing a smug grin, and begins laughing at Death Dealer Bane. The laughter echoes throughout the entire arena as Bane stares back with pure rage. So now we have an angry TCO and an angry Death Dealer Bane. Listen, I can pay my security team very well. I have the budget for it, but please don't make me have to use it. Please, I beg of you. But Loco continues to smile, shaking his head as if Bane isn't worth taking seriously before turning back and walking backstage without another word. Inside the ring, Death Dealer Bane throws the lifeless microphone to the mat, frustrated, his eyes locked onto the entrance.
That just pissed him off.
Commentary questions whether Loco deliberately orchestrated the interruption and whether this silent act of disrespect has ignited a personal rivalry between these two of the roster's most dangerous competitors. I feel like there's going to be some fuckery that's going to happen, but hey, it is what it is.
Anything can happen. These two look like they want to kill each other. Maybe you just might have to let them kill each other.
Well, they are in the running to get involved with Vagabond. My question is, will they get to that point to get to Vagabond, or are they going to kill each other before we get to that point?
before the process even starts.
It essentially is what I'm going with. So next on the matchup tonight, we have Franklin Benjamin versus Shooter J, which is also another first-time match here in UWO, which is very rare for those kind of matches to happen. Franklin Benjamin confidently makes his way to the ring, soaking in the reaction from the crowd, the boos, the cheers, the everything before stepping through the ropes. He removes his jacket and patiently waits in his corner as the referee looks towards the entrance for Shooter J. But Shooter J's entrance music never plays. The referee confers with the ring announcer while Franklin Benjamin grows visibly frustrated. Suddenly, the arena lights dim and the Titantron comes to life. The damn Titantron is getting fucked more than anybody else is tonight, but hey, you know.
Very.
Earlier today, security camera footage from a nearby airport fills the screen. The cameras show Bane Toretto walking through the terminal carrying his luggage. As he approaches the exit, Shooter J suddenly rushes into frame and blindsides him with a vicious attack.
Holy shit.
The two men brawl through the terminal as horrified travelers scattered out of the way. Shooter J repeatedly drives Bane Toretto into a baggage cart before shouting at him. Airport security officials and local police officers, of course, quickly swarms the scene, pulling Shooter J away as Bane Toretto is helped to his feet. Still struggling against the police officers, Shooter J screams towards the camera, "You can arrest me all you want, but your Intercontinental title will be mine. Bane, I'm coming for that championship." I mean, if you're not declaring as a scenario where the Intercontinental Championship belt means enough to you to go get yourself arrested at the airport, what does that tell you? Shooter J wants that title off of Bane Toretto, and Bane Toretto was blindsided. He did not see this coming.
Exactly, the airport of all places. So many people, so many cameras were everywhere. I heard TMZ reports about it.
Oh, I hear TMZ reports about a lot of things, but we won't touch that. Shooter J continues shouting as he placed in handcuffs, of course, escorted from the terminal. The footage abruptly ends. The broadcast cuts back to the live arena where Franklin Benjamin stands in the ring, shaking his head while the crowd loudly reacts to what they've just witnessed. Moments later, the CEO, being me, because I had a busy fucking night, my first night on, you know, like, you guys can't behave yourselves. You all have to have mommy to fucking hold your hands. But I'm not surprised. Due to Shooter J's actions earlier today and his inability to compete in tonight's scheduled contest, this contest cannot continue. Therefore, by disqualification, the winner of the match is going to be Franklin Benjamin.
Apparently.
I know your dick was on TMZ, baby, because it was in my mouth and somebody had to, like, some fucking crazy ass fan went into our bedroom to capture all that. Luckily, no local championship belt got paged. I just have to throw that out there. All the belts were cleaned.
Oh boy.
But
No.
yeah, so because of that, Franklin Benjamin moves on essentially into the tournament, securing his spot to be one of the last people to be able to face off with possibly Vagabond. So now, let's recap for the night. Loco is in. Elijah
Yes.
McFly is in.
Mhm.
TCO is in. Franklin Benjamin is in. So that makes 4 right there. Ryan Mayhem is also in.
That's 5.
I mean, and Casey Luchador, which is the last spot. There's our 8 competitors moving forward. I wonder which one of these people are going to be the ones ending up against Vagabond.
I'm wondering that myself because it's looking to be a stacked tournament.
Before our guest makes his way to the ring, do we have another commercial?
Yes, we do. Let's see here. We have a PDA commercial.
The silence cracks like thunder in the dark. Shadows dance where no one dared to look. Feel the weight of every whispered lie. The truth is buried deep inside. Rise up now, break the chains that bind us. We were born to fight.
Like I said, check those guys out. Check out PDA. They've got Jubilation coming up. Check out HSP for Firestarter 5 and Greed. Check out Ace with their show coming up. Check out NPW, which your show is coming up. Check out PWF. I mean, we've got action-packed all across the promo verse, so there's not... Oh, I almost forgot. There's also Foundation tomorrow morning at around roughly 11 a.m. They're going to be doing their personal draft. So I can't wait to see that happening. So check those guys out. Haywood and Vane will probably be there. I'm not sure, but I know, like I said, it's going to be a roster draft. So check those guys out for tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Check them out.
Now, is our guest here yet?
I don't see our guest yet. Okay. Our guest has arrived.
All right, so let's let our guest show up. You've got 5 minutes. The mic and the stage is yours.
So, let's not waste any time because I know you want some answers. The reason why I did to Casey Moran is because everything that he did to me ever since October 25th at Inception, when I became the UWO World Champion, he was one of the people that took my moment away. And then last week, he had the audacity to take another moment from me away from me becoming UWO Heritage Champion. But yet, he had to take that moment away from me. And baby girl, That does not fly in my vocabulary. But at the end of the day, he was at the wrong place at the wrong time backstage. So I did what I had to do just to set an example that this place, Dexter Bain, I am not going to be pushed around any fucking more. So when Casey is done being a little bitch and recovering from his little injuries and everything, I expect to see him real soon. Real soon. For the UWO World title. And we'll get to see who is the real UWO World Champion around here. And as for Deviant, I'm not done with him. Because after I'm done with Casey, I'm coming for his ass next. So, that little win that he had over me was just a little fluke. So, after I'm done with Casey, I challenge Deviant for a match for the UWO World title. 2 out of 3 falls. What do you say? I'll just wait for your answer. Oh, by the way, Christine, you got my number. Call me. You know what I mean.
I do have that phone number. Have it in my desk.
Well, guys, now we have an explanation as to why Ruby Knight decided to attack Casey Moran out of nowhere this week. Now we have finally our answers. And I hope, Deviant, when you have a chance to watch the show later on this evening, you have an answer, because apparently now you are also the target of Ruby Knight's eyes. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So we are now coming to the main event.
Whoop, whoop.
So this was a triple threat tag team match for the number 1 contendership for the tag belts here in UWO. We have Pastor Sarah Boy and a returning Sabrina Psychos that's coming back.
Oh.
The newly formed Sisters of Darkness, Cruella the Vamp and Allison Black. And we also have other LOD members, Triple M and Hot Boy Jimmy. So yeah, this is going to be a big, huge-ass match tonight.
A very huge match.
Okay, listen, Johnny New Haven. I know you expect Misty to get her ass on the corner and go suck dick, but when she's done begging somebody to make a sandwich for her, and possibly not somebody's mom, if you know, you know, we will get her attended. We will make sure she is properly taken care of, okay? I'm sorry.
Can't help it. I will get right on it.
Alrighty. So the arena, before the match starts, the electrifying announced a chaotic triple threat tag team match featuring, again, like I said, Pastor Sarah Boy, Sabrina Psycho coming back, Cruella the Vamp, and Allison Black with LOD members Triple M and Hot Boy. Essentially, if you look at this whole entire arena, it's LOD marking. UWO is the new home for LOD. I'm not sorry.
They just keep spreading.
Yes, but except for this spread is something that's tolerable, not something you need cream or pills to get away from the itch. Oh wait, okay. With no disqualification and all 6 competitors legal, the action quickly breaks down in absolute mayhem. Which,
Oh,
of course, I knew that was going to happen.
exactly.
The opening minutes are a non-stop brawl. Triple M throws Sarabai into the corner before blasting him with a crushing clothesline.
Ooh.
Outside of the ring, you have Allison Black and Sabrina Psycho exchanging stiff forearms and vicious strikes, while Cruella the Vamp and Hot Boy Jimmy battle around ringside. Bodies begin to piling up as each team searches for a deciding fall. The momentum suddenly shifts. Triple M plants Sarabai with a devastating maneuver and hooks the leg with a 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
But at the exact same moment across the ring, Allison Black counters with pinning Sabrina Psycho attacks into a thunderous blackout driver, which she is also on a 1, 2, 3, which both referees can't decide which one is actually the winner in this matchup.
I mean, we're gonna have to ring it back.
The crowd is erupted in confusion. Triple M celebrating, thinking they won the match, while Allison Black and Cruella raise their arms, believing they've earned the victory. Before an official ruling can be announced, me, of course, again, showing my face again later on the night, because why the fuck not? The crowd roars, and as I'm slowly entering the ring and motions for everyone to stop celebrating, I look around the ring and speak, "Hold everything. Since the Heretics are unable to defend their tag team championships, this match will not end like this." The crowd buzzes with eruption. This match is going to be restarted right now as a standard tag team match, and it will be for the vacated tag team championship, which means because Sarabai and Sabrina Psycho were both pinned, they are eliminated. So now it's down to just Triple M and Hot Boy versus the Sisters of Darkness.
Oh no.
What a turn and twist of events tonight.
Family Feud.
As the arena erupts, the Triple M quickly sends Sarabai crashing to the floor, while Cruella disposes Sabrina Psycho with a big boot, leaving only Hot Boy Jimmy standing. Jimmy attempts to fight off both of his opponents, ducking a clothesline and connects with a super kick to Cruella. Turns directly into the spinning kick from Allison Black that staggers him. Cruella grabs Jimmy and drives him into the corner. She tags in Allison Black. Allison Black charges in with a crushing running knee before lifting Jimmy onto her shoulders, and the crowd rises to its feet. Sisters of Darkness. The crowd is chanting, "Sisters of Darkness." Allison Black delivers her devastating maneuver of Kiss of Death to the center of the ring, and she hooks both legs with a 1, a 2, a 3, and the bell rings. And the announcer declares your winner and new tag team champions is Cruella and Allison Black, the Sisters of Darkness.
Oh boy.
So gold confetti rains from the rafters as I personally hand you the championship belts to you, to Allison Black, and to Cruella. The Sisters of Darkness standing tall in the center of the ring, raising the newly won tag team championships above their heads. Triple M a little bit frustrated, and Hot Boy Jimmy slowly rolls out, but the both of them look at the girls and they give them a high salute of respect, loving both of the girls, and it's like a big family. There's no animosity or hate. It had to be one or the other.
Bring it in. Family time. Bring it in.
So now we have a newly crowned tag team champions, Allison Black and Cruella the Vamp. Christine, what are your personal thoughts on this?
I mean, when Allison pitched to me the idea about her joining up with Cruella the Vamp, and she asked me if this was a good career move, at first I was a little bit hesitant, I'm not gonna lie. But seeing as if they are a cohesive unit in that ring, and both styles manage to get the job done, and they're the new tag team champions, I mean, sky's the limit with these two, honestly.
Well, folks, as we wrapping up slowly towards the ending of the night, obviously we have a new card that's going to be posted up within the next hour for UWO's Undisputed. Actually, we have a poster for it. So UWO presents Undisputed. We will be live here in San Antonio, Texas at the Boeing Center. That's the arena. Judge hypes are going to be due July 24th, and match promos are due July 26th, midnight Pacific time. And the results will be on July 28th at, again, 8:30. The first match that's going to be on the roster is going to be a Shane Garrison. He calls himself the most hated man. We'll see how hated. He's going to be going up against Casey Luchador. Then match 2 is going to be a number 1 contendership for the Mayhem Championship. So that's a triple threat match. It's going to be Julian Valdez versus Allison Black versus Ruby Knight. So that's going to be an interesting night.
Agreed.
The second match, champion versus champion match, is going to be Cruella the Vamp, the current Mayhem champion, versus Carl Coles, the current Inception champion. So, which we will see which champion is dominant over the other. So,
hey,
that's something I look forward to. Match 4 is a non-title match. Now, Ian King has called out Franklin Benjamin, and from what my understanding is, this would be a rubber match because apparently they're 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see that. Match 5 is going to be a classic match. Part of Dr. Quack's retirement tour. One of the matches that was talked about in the backstage is now coming to fruition, which is Dr. Quack versus Dragon Queen. They wanted to do this in the home spot of Dragon Queen and UWO. They're going to have some fun with that. Some things might get crazy. You never know. Anything's possible in UWO.
As we just saw tonight.
Match 6 is another champion versus champion match. It's going to be Loco or All Egos champion versus Deviant or Heritage champion. So that's going to be something to look out for. Our co-main event now, Bubba Boudreaux, I hope you are still listening right now. Because this concerns you. Co-main event is a number 1 contendership for the Legends title, and it's going to be Bubba Boudreaux versus Mad T. So you two boys, you better saddle up because it's going to be a bumpy ride for you guys.
It's going to be an interesting match.
And last but not least, my main event, our last champion versus champion match. Triple M, our current Oasis champion, versus Dante Black, our current Legends champion. I can't wait to see what those two bring out in each other. Guys, just an FYI, the match promos is no time length more than 6 minutes. So 6 minutes, make sure that you guys have the matchup ready. Don't have any copyright music because it seems as though Facebook and YouTube might give us a strike. So if we want to continue, showing ourselves every 2 weeks, we got to make sure that we're proper by Facebook standard. So yeah, that's the match card for Undisputed. So if there's any changes, you'll be the first ones to know. Apart from that, I will sign off. Christine, any final words from you?
Thank you, everyone, for having me tonight. It was an absolute pleasure to be on here with the Miss Dragon Queen. And this Thursday is PWF. Check it out. It is their pay-per-view, Liberty Brawl, belts to ass. So check that out. It's going to be really interesting. That's this Thursday. And then, of course, this Sunday is NPW, the last NPW Supremacy before their next pay-per-view, Summer Siege, which is coming up here pretty soon. And check out EMP Network. EMP has a lot of products going out there, and we're just happy to be a part and help out UWO, and thank you for having us.
Yeah, so again, next upcoming card is UWO Undisputed. That will be in 2 weeks. So check us out then. The card will be out within the next hour or so, because it seems as though I might have to do a small change up, but we'll get to that. Check out HSP again, Firestarter 5 and Greed, which is on the way. You got PDA with the Jubilation, everything EMP, Ace, Foundation. There's also even Elite Marks, that their shows coming up. So there's different things going on. Oh, and let's not forget our our boy Bubba Boudreaux, who is now a GM. Check out WKP if you want to check them out. Watch what they're doing. Have fun, relax. Let them know that UWO sends you their way. So yeah. So after tonight, guys, we will see you all in San Antonio in 2 weeks.
Woo! Take it away.
New battles, new champions, one global stage. EMP. We have the world in our hands.